was on stage last night at Wells Fargo Center with 21 Pilots. Please give a warm Philly re-welcome. He's been here before to Radio 104.5, our AT&T Thanks Sound Studio. Download the AT&T Thanks app and use it to experience all that AT&T has to offer. Hang on, hey Ben, we got music still going in here. Help. Okay, now we're ready. Max, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So we have a bunch of stuff to talk about. Album just came out. It's an itty bitty baby album, in terms of time, but it's been a long time coming, so we have that to talk about.
Absolutely.
All sorts of things. But for the moment, I'm going to shut up. The stage is yours. Music first. Max Frost here at Radio 104.5.
I'm picking up really sketch vibes. My woman's been telling me lies about other men, about where she's been hanging. Suspicious sauce in my mind, been brewing up over time, and he's just afraid when I mean he's a stranger. Well, I can hold no evidence, but I can't think emotionless. There's something in your choice of dress tonight can't lead to just one guess. White lies you try, can't blind my eyes. You got your red dress on and you wanna play like I can't know things that I never say. White lies you try, I can't blind my eyes. You got your red dress on and you wanna play like I can't know things that I never say. Well, it's been keeping me up every night, and most of the time I toss and turn in bed and I try not to explode when you arrive through the door like it ain't five, like this ain't some mine. Oh yes, I've been picking up reading sketch files, and I keep looking over at your side, wondering where you've been, thinking you ain't afraid, knowing the thoughts are a sin. And so I say it again, white lies you try, can't blind my eyes. You got your red dress on and you wanna play like I can't know things that I never say. White lies you try, I can't blind my eyes. You got your red dress on and you wanna play like I can't know things that I never say. Ooh.
Thank you guys very much. All right. This next song, I'm gonna need some crowd participation, so every time I go like this, every time I go, I got money problems. You gotta go, I got money. So try right here. I got money problems. I got money problems. Louder. I got money problems. Remember that. My car's a rental, not presidential. I got no diamonds on the doors of my house. Up on my level, you're something special, and I know I gotta get you somehow. No sterling silver, no greenback fountains glittering down. I'm waiting on my day to come, no champagne dance, cause I can't pay the bill when we're out. No, no, I got nothing in my pockets. Tell me, baby, do you judge me? I got money problems. I've been thinking way too often, maybe on the go this flawless. Louder, I got money problems. Yeah. Hey. Well, then you started from the bottom when you're coming from the top of the chain. You're looking for a way to get or a way to cover your save. But don't sweat it, and they take that percentage, cause what goes, baby, comes around. No sterling silver, no greenback fountains glittering down. I'm waiting on my day to come, no champagne dance, cause I can't pay the bill when we're out. Here it comes again. Now I know I got nothing in my pockets. Tell me, baby, do you judge me? I got money problems. I got money problems. I've
I've been thinking way too often. Maybe on the coldest far list. I got money problems. Yeah. Benjamin's in Vegas, falling from the sky. Where you been, your faces, always on my mind. I can't pretend I do some ends. I dream of winning, all my friends go screaming, money, money, money. Ooh. No sun is silver, no greenback fountains glittering down. I'm waiting on my day to come. No champagne drinks, 'cause I can't pay the bill when we're out. No, no, I got nothing in my pockets. Tell me, baby, do you judge me? I got money problems. I've been thinking way too often. Maybe on the coldest far list. I got money problems, yeah. I've been thinking way too often. Maybe on the coldest far list. I got money problems. I got money problems. I've been thinking way too often. Maybe on the coldest far list. I got money problems. I got money problems. Thank you guys very much. All right, we got one more. Check it out. Hello, good morning, how you doing? I'm waking up, shaking yesterday's blue share. Turn the TV off, it's bad news, man. I'm feeling fresh like a zipper, like a new man. OJ with a champagne tuna. Mimosa, Holy Ghost running through, yeah. Yeah, it's the new hallelujah. Popping like the top of a bottle and I ain't stopping you. Baby, it's a brand new day. There ain't no clouds hanging over me. Something doesn't feel the same. The rest of my life gonna start today. Good morning, na 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 na. Good morning, na 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 na. Good morning, na 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 na. The rest of my life gonna start today. I'm calling out the ocean, this is evolution. Can I get into another animal, the next level? I sprouted wings and I just wanna sing. In the future, now the past can't harm me. Forget about yesterday, Paul McCartney. I'm feeling like I'm beating on stage and the whole wide world's gonna know my name. Baby, it's a brand new day. There ain't no clouds hanging over me. Or something doesn't feel the same. The rest of my life gonna start today. Good morning, na 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 na. Good morning, na 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 na. Good morning, na 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 na. The rest of my life gonna start today. Ladies and gentlemen, this part right here is super simple, okay? It's gonna go like this. I've been up, been down, but I got the feeling right now. I've been up, been down, but I got the feeling right now. I've been up, I've been down, but I got the feeling right now. Ooh, baby, it's a brand new day. Ain't no clouds hanging over me. Something doesn't feel the same. The rest of my life gonna start today. Now, good morning, na 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 na. Good morning, na 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 na. Good morning, na 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 na. The rest of my life gonna start today. Thank you guys very much.
We're not quite in arena size sing along, but we're small but mighty here at Radio 104.5.
Much energy from few for sure. Thank you guys.
Yeah, we're here with Max Frost, hanging in town a little bit longer after being on stage at Wells Fargo Center last night.
Yeah. It's good to stay in the city and hang.
That's Good Morning from the Itty Bitty Baby album, as I like to call it. It's what, like 3 weeks old at this point, right?
I almost called it that, the Itty Bitty Baby album. But then I was like, nah, that's not cool. That's not cool enough.
I'm waiting for the baby pictures of the album. You know, like when at a month, are you going to send out announcements for your Itty Bitty Baby? Just kidding. Debut album, Gold Rush, is out now. And you work with Fitz, who is a good friend of Radio 104.5, Michael Fitzpatrick.
Absolutely.
On
Fitz
the album.
In the Tantrums.
Yeah, right. A Fitz in the Tantrums, who has equally as good hair. You guys have strong hair game going.
We're now competing with each other for the Gillette's, or what's it? For some hair sponsorship for Head and Shoulders.
What was that like? How did that come about? I was like, how do these people find each other and know each other? It's this cool little thing. But
it's a crazy story, and it actually really comes full circle to the tour that I'm on right now and being here today. It's funny because the year of the Grammys that 21 Pilots won a Grammy, I remember I was at a Warner after party, and I knew Fitz, and we'd just been writing together and had been talking a lot about my project and everything that was going on. And I remember being at this party, and we were talking, and he's just kind of turned to me, and he was like, what if I just start A&Ring and executive producing for you, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, absolutely, that would be a great idea. So we started doing that, and I even briefly met Josh at 21 Pilots later that night thinking, oh, this is just the one, you know, cool to meet that guy, whatever. And so it's crazy how it's like a year and a half, 2 years later, I'm on tour with those guys and still working with him, and it was a momentous night.
What I really want to know is, were they just 21 Pilots just wearing their underwear at the after party, or did they save that for the stage?
That was actually kind of my intro question for him. I was like, so I got to know how serious, like, how did that happen? You know, which is a good story,
but we'll save that for later.
I'll save that for they can do that in their radio interviews.
So had this 21 Pilots thing, this little 21 Pilots thing not popped up, you would have been playing a show tonight at Johnny Brenda's. That is not happening because you have this momentous tour you have to continue on. I think what we all want to know is, will you be coming back?
Absolutely. I will be rescheduling what was going to be the Gold Rush tour to this spring. I'll be announcing the dates once they are officially locked in and once this tour has come to an end for me. So then I'll be back out to come party with everyone who wasn't able to get into 21 Pilots show but wants to come to my show, you know.
Okay, cool. All right, that's great to know. I mean, I assumed as much, but you know what happens when you assume.
Totally.
All right. What's the most Austin thing about you?
Probably what a snob I am about breakfast tacos, or probably the fact that I think of Willie Nelson as a political figure more than as a musician. I'm just kidding, no. But I don't know, the most Austin thing, probably the breakfast taco thing. I feel like Austin has this weird flag it waves that it has like the best tacos period, or breakfast tacos specifically, so that's kind of my focus there. I've considered myself a taco expert, but I dropped it as a major my sophomore year of college.
You recorded the album in LA, correct?
Kind of all over the place, because you know it kind of all started as an album. I had all this music I've been working on that I decided I really wanted to start fresh, and so I threw a lot of it away. I moved to LA. That's why the album's called Gold Rush, and I just kind of got there trying to just wipe the slate clean and start over. So a lot of it was recorded in LA. A lot of it was written in Australia. A lot of it was written in New York. One song was written in London. I was just kind of traveling the world looking for inspiration wherever I could find it, and it came together in about a year, and then we put the bow on it and released the baby album.
How do LA tacos, breakfast tacos, stack up to a snob?
I can't, you know, I don't want to get into it, you know. It's just, there's a lot of specifics and equations I could draw.
My passport just got really jealous when you were telling that story too. I was like, oh man, that sounds great, all over the world. Yeah, it's major wanderlust somewhere in here, and I think that's, you know, for a lot of us, and it's cool to get to hear how your experiences all end up, you know, in music for us to hear on Gold Rush, the new album. Some rapid fire questions, just whatever the first thing that comes to mind. Recording in a studio or performing live?
Performing live for sure, because then you in the studio it's always a question. In the studio it's, is this good? Will this work? And in a live it's the answer. It's either yes or no. You know. No
more wondering. Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat?
Instagram. It's just easier. I never thought I would say that. I remember first seeing it like 5 years ago. I'm like, oh, this is not going to work. But now it's what I live and breathe. Yeah.
So if you're following if you're not following Max Frost on Instagram, you should do that. That's where it's at with Max Frost. Books or movies?
Movies. I mean, I don't know. That's a tough one. When you really read books, a book is a movie to you. You're seeing a movie in your mind. So, but I like movies because then it's like, no, this is exactly what they look like. This is exactly how it was said, you know.
Until they do it wrong, and then you're mad.
Yeah, movies about books usually at the bottom of that list. That's usually the toughest, except for like The Shining or something, you know.
Day or night?
Night.
Pumpkin spice or nah?
I had a pumpkin spice latte this morning. It's actually so weird that you just asked that question. For the first time in my life, I walked into a cafe and I was like, there was a little sign for pumpkin spice latte, and I was like, we all know that it's just nutmeg. You can call it that. I'm going to get it and drink it. And they're like, these pumpkin spices you've been growing back there, so festive. But it's nutmeg.
You're playing a show on Halloween in D.C. on Wednesday. Will there be costume? Like, do you get into that? Will there be costumes or shenanigans? Or
I mean, their fans all come dressed up already. They're ready to go, you know. So I'm like, I don't know. There was talk of a gag. So they bring us up to do some songs with them, which is super, super gracious of them and is like the highlight of my night every day. So, but there was talk of maybe doing that me and AWOL Nation would kind of like coordinate a thing, which I don't want to disclose because if we do it, I do want it to be a surprise. But we will probably chicken out of it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But
I mean, Halloween. It's Halloween.
we should do we got to do something.
It's only once a year.
We're all gonna come as pirates or something. Okay. SpongeBob. I don't know. No.
Okay. We can't wait to see. We will be following you on Instagram.
Yeah. No. It'll definitely be a moment that I'll be sharing if it happens.
Awesome. Outside of music and your own music, is there anything you're completely obsessed with that has nothing to do with your quote work?
I'm pretty obsessed with movies, you know. I'm pretty obsessed with cooking too. I actually cook a lot, you know, fish, stuff like that. I throw the frisbee around a lot, but I'm also touring and writing and recording music like 95% of the year. So it really just kind of is my life, you know.
Sure. And last but not least, when you first started to fall in love with the music as a fan, before you had any idea that any of this was even possible, did you have any posters hanging on your bedroom walls of musicians, and what were they? Yeah,
so in Austin, Texas, Stevie Ray Vaughan is sort of like this huge figure. There's literally a statue of him there on the water. I don't know if you guys know about that. But I remember there was this DVD case that I had that had like all these CDs of his and as well as like some performance stuff. And inside of it was like a poster that you could unfold that was on my wall for a long time. Probably is still somewhere in a box somewhere in a basement. I need to dig it up.
That might be the most Austin thing about you.
Yeah, that's probably the most Austin thing.
But I like the breakfast tacos.
I wish when you asked that question, I could have been like, well, this Stevie Ray Vaughan tattoo I have right here, but I don't. Maybe that's what I need to get.
Next time when you come back in the spring on the tour that hasn't been announced yet.
Exactly.
Well, you can show us your.
Yeah, I'll probably go get the tattoo tonight. That way, when I come back, I can be like, oh, this is a good idea.
Perfect. The debut album Gold Rush is out now. The tour with 21 Pilots Bandito tour continues. Max Frost will be back in Philadelphia at some time, probably in the spring of next year. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
It's a real pleasure.
Thank you guys for coming and jamming. Thank you.
Amber Miller, Max Frost, Radio 104.5 Philadelphia. Let's hear it.
Woo! Thank you guys. Thank you.